It is wrong. It is wrong for sex workers or prostitutes to invade social media space and dupe people who are genuinely looking for love, friendship, and relationship on social media. It is wrong. They dupe people of their money, dupe people of their time, and cause them to incur unnecessary expenditures in the name of finding love on social media. Now, here are 5 tips to identify and unmask disguised sex workers or prostitutes on social media. Hi, my name is Angie, and this is It's Wrong. Thanks for joining in. I've been courting women on social media for the past 5 years. As a young man, I've been reaching out to several women genuinely looking for love, friendship, or relationship on social media. Just like me, several other young men have been falling victim to prostitutes or disguised sex workers on social media who are using dubious methods to extort money, waste time and energy, and of course put the lives of those who are looking for genuine love and genuine friendship and relationship on social media. Now, before we dive into these tips, I will appreciate if you subscribe to this channel to be the first to catch my next content. If you are a returning subscriber, I thank you so much. Send us a message, write us on the comment section, tell us what to do to improve this content, and tell us what you need us to discuss in the nearest future. Now, to really understand these 5 tips, it will be very important for us to delve into the basic fundamental definition of what prostitution is. A prostitute basically is any person, man or woman, who exchanges sexual favors for profit. It could be money, it could be undeserved favors, and what have you. And basically, there are 3 main forms of prostitution. The very first category of prostitutes we know is the traditional prostitute, the one that we can easily identify on the street or at a brothel, or those who stand and pose at very popular joints in our major cities. Escort prostitutes, sex workers, hookup girls, call them what you may, we hardly find them on the streets. These ones, you find them on the catalogs of most hotels, private residence, on sex sale websites, and social media spaces. These ones are on call. They get recommended by third parties who sometimes get a cut on their deals. They accompany their clients usually on outings, on specific dates and stuff like that, with the intention of getting paid for offering sex and companionship. Now, the third category of sex workers or prostitutes are called sugar babies. Now, sugar babies could either be males or females. Sugar baby type prostitution is usually between a much older person. It could be a man or a woman, fondly called sugar mommy or sugar daddy, having a sexual relationship with a much younger man or woman called sugar baby. In this relationship, there is exchange of sex, favors, companionship, and there's some form of loyalty. The younger person in the relationship gets some undeserved favors. It could be financial, it could be house rents, it could be allowances, it could be some other undeserved favors in exchange for their loyalty and probably sex. In a much more broader context, in over 90% of countries in the world, and in Africa in particular, prostitution thrives because of poverty. And in most of these countries, the practice of prostitution is illegal and very stigmatizing. Now, to defeat the stigma and not to be against the law, most former prostitutes have infiltrated the social media space, gallivanting themselves as real people who are looking for genuine love, friendship, and relationship on social media. Now, here are 5 tips on how to identify and uncover prostitutes that are disguised on social media as people who are looking for genuine love, friendship, and relationship. We shall divide these characteristics into 5 main pillars. 1, their profiles. They rarely have more than 2 pictures on their profiles. And usually, these pictures are pictures of other people that they have downloaded from somewhere, impersonating these people on social media. Secondly, they mostly post sex alluring and half-naked pictures, sometimes taken at high-end exotic resort sites like restaurants, cafes, ice cream parlors, and so on and so forth. On these pictures, usually they are always alone. But if you must see a second or third person, it has to be somebody that is very popular. That could be a celebrity or somebody, so to say. Most of the times, they use double first names, especially foreign names. you would hear names like Rosa Parks, Evelyn Shawn, Peter Roberts, and stuff like that. Appearance. Usually, they flaunt half-naked, sex-enticing photos, exposing their boobs, their bums, their lips, and some form of makeup so as to entice their potential client. Usually, most of these photos and videos are taken at high-end public places. Usually, they have very revealing taglines on their profile if you're very careful. You read things like bad angel, bitter honey, enjoy, 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 money, 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 and so on. They are usually the first ones to open up conversations if you don't do. And they are usually very quick to reply to your messages and are usually very quick to send sex enticing photos without you having to ask them. And most of the times, they are quick to send you links and ask you to click to join a free sex WhatsApp group. They are also usually very quick to give you pet and sweet sounding names like baby, honey, darling, without having to meet you. And are also usually the first to request for a physical meeting or date, usually at a high-end public place like a restaurant, a cafe, and what have you. And one of their very first thing to do is to ask you what you do for a living. And they hate to be asked what they do for a living. If they get so irritated by this question, usually they prefer that you go on a date to a high-end public place, as I always say. And most of the times they have struck deals with these high-end public places where they get a commission on whatever expenditures you're going to have to come and incur at that place. And these disguised prostitutes or sex workers usually request for transport fare. They'll request for an upfront transfer of some amount of money as transport fare for them to transport themselves to the high-end public place where you guys have to meet. And sometimes when you send this transport fare, they end up not coming for the appointment and blocking you if they're tired of giving you excuses as to why they didn't honor your first date. That's my personal experience with disguised prostitutes and sex workers on social media. You too surely have your own experience. Why don't you share them with us so we can learn from them? And there must surely be more than 5 tips or characteristics to uncover disguised prostitutes and sex workers on social media. Do your findings and share your experience with us. Perhaps we shall be discussing this in our next content. If these social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat must be family friendly, they must therefore find a way to identify and sanction these people that are duping monies and wasting the energy and time of people that are searching for genuine love, friendship, and relationship on social media spaces. Do you think AI, artificial intelligence, could help us out? Let's find out in the next episode of It's Wrong. My name is Angie. See you around.